Hi guys, and welcome to this week's Alakazam Live. As always, I would be joined by my co-host, but he's not on screen, so I don't know where he's gone. And he's back, and he's trying to make himself look casual, as if he was there all along.
I was here. I was dealing with the customer.
How are you, Wayne?
I'm all right. I'm in the studio again. Look at all the room I've got. Look at all the room. I haven't. It's my dining room. It's tiny. It's all good. It's been a busy week.
It has been a busy week.
Lots going on. And I think we should kick off today by letting everyone know, because I know that some people are already talking about it. But there's been a bit of an update on the site.
Boom.
Ah, look at that. Perfect. There we go.
So this is for all you lovely Alakazam people out there. This is a big upgrade for us. Now it's more to do with functionality. The look has changed slightly, so it's going to be far better on mobile. We're making it clearer and cleaner. But what it has allowed us to do, so every 6 months there's these little minor automatic updates that happen, like you have with your mobile phone or your Mac or whatever. But then every 2 or 3 years there's a major overhaul, and like the way it works is slightly different on the back end for us and everything else. But it means that you're sort of keeping up with the latest technology and what things do and everything else. So this has launched this morning. So obviously we've tried to keep the look the same with our standard blue and orange colours, but you'll see that it just feels cleaner. So you've got these sort of big images here. The search function's going to be better. It gives us the ability as well to have proper related products, so that's something that we're going to be populating from now on. So if we feel that a product you're buying goes well with another product, we'll connect it up. Actually, I did try and do one the other day, and I don't know if it's still active. Let me try this.
It does feel a lot nicer on there now. When you're going through, it doesn't feel so clinical. It feels like there's a warmth to it now. It's a much friendlier feel about it, which is more in line with who we are and what we do.
100%. So I did try and do this. Yeah. So yeah, I'm not sure if it's that. I'm going to look into this when we finish it, because I was still looking over the site. But I know there's a lot of things that we can actually do on this now that we couldn't do before. So I'm going to look a bit more into it. The other thing is as well, like you may also like those sort of products, just seem to be really random last time. It like no connection at all, but that should all be improved.
Yeah, you're looking at Jokers, and it's suggesting Screen by Jamie Dawes,
Yeah,
stuff that's not anything like what it should be. So now it should make that work better as well.
Yeah. So also, let us know what you think of the new site. Colin Jones said it's so much better on mobile. And if you guys see any glitches anywhere, please let us know, because unless we spot them or someone tells us, it's very hard to sort of check everything. But it should be fine, because all the data on there is the same, so you shouldn't have lost anything. Nothing should have changed for you. Maybe the back end will look a bit tidier. But there are things like when you go up to the shop magic at the top, this is sort of nicer laid out, and just so for you guys it will look like cosmetic changes, but for us, the team here, it gives us more ways to develop the site as well. So really looking forward to getting into that. So shall we say, well, not we, because you can't see them. I'm going to say a few hellos. We've got the maestro himself, Mr. Craig Petty, joining us. Hi, Craig. Ryan's on, John's on, Ian Raymond Walker, Gordon, Colin. Colin, unfortunately, has just been diagnosed with COVID, so we hope you feel better soon.
Yeah, get better. Hopefully you should be through it quite quickly, but yeah, get well soon.
So, before we go on, I've got a little message from Andy Nyman that I am going to play now, and then we'll come right back. Let's take a look at this.
Hey Alakazam shopper, this is Andy Nyman, just saying hello and letting you know that on Sunday, November the 3rd, it is the 4th annual London Magic Convention. It's happening at the Lyric Theatre Hammersmith, which is a fantastic space. This year, as always, we have 3 amazing lectures. We have Stephen Long, who is Derham Brown's latest writer. He's brilliant, tipping some new mentalism. We have gentleman juggler Matt Ricardo giving his first ever lecture. The stuff he does is truly breathtaking. And then we have underground magic legend from the USA, Wayne Houchin, giving his first lecture in a decade. He's going to be tipping some of his old tricks plus some of his new stuff as well, which promises to be something not to miss. We then have the hilarious £4 Gala show. We have the show in the evening, which Matt Ricardo is doing. We have the London Close-Up Magic Championship and the Patrick Page Award for Excellence in Magic. Car going by. This year we are giving that award to, well, you'll have to be there to find out. Go to londonmagicconvention.co.uk to buy tickets. Thanks for being an Alakazam shopper, and hopefully we will see you there for a day filled with magic.
Can't hear you, Pete.
Can you hear me now?
I can.
Beautiful. That's happening on the 3rd of November. If you haven't got tickets, go grab yourself a ticket. It's a great day. And I remember when Andy was thinking of setting this up, he gave me a call and he was going, look, you know, I'm thinking of doing a convention. Now, back in the day, myself and Andy and a lot of us used to go to the International Magic Convention put on by International Magic, was held in London, and it was right near Christmas. And it was that moment, you know, when you have that moment where you think, oh, Christmas begins, sort of thing. It had that really good Christmassy feeling. You knew Christmas was around the corner, and that's the same with this as well. It's the last convention before Christmas. Go hang out with some magicians. They've always got a good dealer room. There's always loads going on, and we need to support conventions. All conventions, Wayne.
Yes.
Including one that's happening up near you, which we'll talk about in a moment.
Yep.
But we do have to support conventions, otherwise they won't be around much longer.
I remember when I first got into magic, there was one just up the road from me in Peterborough called the Peterborough Sale and Exchange Day.
Yep.
And it was one-day convention. I think it still does happen, but it's a lot smaller now. I saw my first ever lecture there, Simon Lovell, who was amazing. I'd never seen anything like it before. I saw my first ever dealer's hall, and walking into a room with just all these stands just full of magic, and it was just mind-blowing. And even though they've changed a lot over the years, I still get that same sense of wonder when I walk into a room and I see everything, and I wonder what I'm going to see in here today. What's going to be the trick that's going to blow me away? What's going to be the thing that's going to really, you know, hit hard? And I do agree. Yeah, I think we do need to support it's not just Blackpool and Magic Live. You know, it is the smaller conventions as well. My favourite convention ever, apart from my own, my favourite convention ever was, I think it was the Bristol Day of Magic. I've told this story before. I didn't see one lecture. I went around the dealer's hall once. I just sat in the bar all day, talking, telling stories, and doing tricks with Jasper Blakely. And we would just, everybody was coming and sitting around with us. We were talking, and then people were going off and other people were coming over. And it was just a fantastic day of just telling stories and jokes and showing each other tricks. And it was just the best. And for me, that's also what it's all about. It's about that not networking, but spending time with people you don't normally get a chance to spend time with.
Yeah.
And seeing people, and now obviously on the other side of things, being a dealer as well, and having a stand and seeing customers and putting faces to names. That's something that really shocked me. The year that I covered Blackpool for Alakazam, and having people come up to me and saying, "Oh, I'm so and so," and knowing them from the chat or knowing them from the customer list, and going, "Oh, you're that person. Oh, you're that," and putting that face, that name was wonderful.
Yeah. Well, the other thing is, I mean, for me, and I've said this a few times on here as well, I love Blackpool. I love Magic Live. But you don't get the same feeling as you do when you go to a small convention. You get that right family atmosphere. You get time to talk with everyone. And, when I'm behind the stand at Blackpool, I try and, talk as much as I can to people. But it is just them. You're just performing. Whereas at smaller conventions, there is more time to just sit there and chat and meet people, which are really, really good. And we're both doing one. We're doing the Exonian Magic Society.
2 weeks' time.
2 weeks' time. Let me see if we can get details on that. Do you know the website?
I think it's exonianmagicsociety.co.uk. If you type in Exonian Magic, it should be the first one that comes up. I remember you got me to go along to the Bournemouth one as well, and that was lovely. Everyone was lovely there. And I'll tell you another lecture, I mean, it's not a small one because there's a lot of people there, but it's a lot smaller than Blackpool, was the one in Brussels.
Yeah.
Everybody was just so lovely and just so welcoming, and I had a killer lecture there. Sorry, cancel this off. It was just so lovely and so nice and just absolutely amazing. And then being at Blackpool this year, just gone, and having people who saw me at Brussels coming up to me and saying hello and speaking to me at Blackpool, it was just a lovely group. And of course, going out for lunch or dinner with Leo.
Yeah.
That was great. Little tiny Chinese restaurant in the middle of Belgium.
Yeah, it's a lovely restaurant. Right, so I found it. Here we go. So here we go. This is the Exonian Magic Convention. You've got some great names appearing there as well.
That's a real hard-hitting group.
Yeah, and it's such a small, friendly convention. Now, usually when myself and Jenny do conventions, or me and Harry, when the dealers shut, we're usually sort of off. We go out, we have a meal and everything else just to sort of unwind, because it is usually really busy. But these guys here, the Exonian, you can actually book a ticket to have an evening meal as well. So last time we were there, I thought, we'll do that. And we had such a great evening. Really, really good evening. So we booked tickets again for the meal. It was good food, good entertainment. And you were on big tables with just other attendees, and it was just great to sit there and chat to people, So if you have a little check about, if you've never been to a magic convention before, check one out. You'll really enjoy it. And check out the Exonian, because that's happening in 2 weeks.
And it's midweek as well. It's a midweek convention, so it's not a weekend when people are going to be gigging. It's on the Wednesday, but most people turn up on Tuesday night. Looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Me and Circus Dan are travelling down.
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to it. And the Wednesday is the convention. Yeah,
it's going to be great. I'm just having a look at some of the chats coming in here.
This might be a bit shocking, but I've never met Laura London.
Never met her?
Never met her. I've seen her across the room. We made eye contact. No, I've seen her across the crowded room, like at Blackpool. I've never had the chance to actually speak to her. So I think I'd love to. Obviously, working at Blackpool, you don't get to see the lectures. I've never seen her do her Mercury card fold. A lot of people have said that her Mercury card fold is like one of the best and the fastest. She just does it in a whip. So
really?
I'm interested to see that. Yeah, apparently, if you want her workshop on the Mercury card fold is the one to check out if you want to learn it. She does it and it's just done, and it's almost perfect every time apparently. So I'm really interested and keen to see how she does it, because I use the Mercury card fold a lot, and I've practiced it for hours and hours and hours. Just old decks of cards, ruining them. I can't get it the same every time, and I
No,
don't really want to
mine
get
are
a
awful.
score. Everyone says I'll get a card score, but I haven't got time to do. I get to a gig, I've got the pack open. I'm going through 3 decks of wedding. I haven't got time to score them all up, and
Do you know
so
what though? I mean, I've started using a card scorer because my Mercury card fold is not, well, yeah, it is. It's terrible. I can do it, but how it's going to look at the end of it is.
it's another bit of business.
Yeah, whereas the card scorers, they take, it takes a couple of seconds to do each card. You do what I did actually. I was editing, and while things were rendering, I was just popping cards in and scoring them, and I just made myself a whole deck. So I just take out a few cards and put them in my wallet, and then I'm ready to go. And it's
Maybe
for one particular.
I should do that and just have them there ready to go.
Yeah, it would take you to do a whole deck. Would take you 15 minutes maybe, and it isn't hard. And the thing is, you've just got. I only use it for one trick that I perform, but it's a great trick, and I want it to look perfect. I don't want it to be all misaligned, and mine's not a Mercury card fold. It's more of a Nardi screwed up bit of cardboard.
Well, as long as it gets the job done.
Yeah, no, it doesn't. That's why I'm using the scorer.
Is that, I can't see the poster. That's Paul Draper there as well, isn't it?
That is Paul Draper. Yeah, Michael
think
Vincent, Paul Draper, Laura London. I can't see who else is there, but we got our friend from Canada, Tom Rolfe, will be at the Exonian, and he said,
very good news.
He said, Joanne is looking forward to seeing Wayne.
Well,
Yeah, no mention of she's looking forward to seeing Peter again.
When they came over, because they came to see my show, I think it was a year ago. It
Yeah.
was a year ago. They were over, and I did my show at the cafe here, which I've got tomorrow night. Is my next one. I do it every 3 months, so the next one is tomorrow night. And they came to my very first one, and they stayed over for the night, and we went out for lunch the next day, or breakfast, brunch, I suppose. And yeah, it was lovely seeing them both. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing them. Can't wait.
Yeah, no,
I didn't know
it'll be
Tom was
great.
going. I'm really pleased about that. I'm really happy about that. And I would like to say as well, even though I'm going to be on my own stand, not the Alakazam stand, and I know that you'd agree with this as well. If you're an Alakazam customer, you're on here watching, you're coming along, please come over and say hello to us. Please come over and say, hi, I'm so and so, because it is lovely to meet people, especially if we've chatted on the chat or we've dealt with something for you. It's really nice to put the even if it's been a really arduous task that we've put us through, like copying over 1,000 videos or whatever, we still want to meet you and say hello to you. So please do come over and say hello, because that's what it's all about.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. So I think it's time to drop a little trailer. Let's do it. I'm going to tell you how I got scammed in Las Vegas. This happened a few years ago, where I was sitting at the bar waiting to be joined by some friends. A gentleman come up to me and said, "What are you doing in Las Vegas?" He said, "Are you here to gamble?" And I said, "Well, I'm not really much of a gambler, because I never feel the odds are in my favour." And he said, "The problem is, son, you haven't found the right game yet." And as he was speaking, he removed from his pocket 3 playing cards. It was the 2 of clubs, the ace of diamonds, and the 3 of clubs. He said, "I've got a simple game for you." He said, "The ace of diamonds is what we call the money card. All you need to do is tell me where the ace is, and you'll win $20. And I said, "Well, that's simple. The ace is in the middle." And he said, "That's great. If you would have betted on that, you would have won $20. And I said, "It can't be that simple." He said, "It really is. Put your 20 down." In 1908, the Sphinx magazine published a routine by Theo Deland called Pick a Toot. or Pick It Out, which was a mechanical 3-card Monty using a new gaff. Later on, Michael Skinner popularised the effect with Skinner's ultimate 3-card Monty. He said, where's the ace? I'm not even going to touch them. I said, well, it's in the middle. He said, no. He said, the ace is actually on the top. So he took my 20 and he placed that in his wallet. Then he said, look, let's go again. He said, I'll show you the ace. He said, we'll place the ace in the middle. He said, the 2 we're going to place over here to the left and the 3 we'll place over here to the right. Once again, I'm not going to do any sneaky moves. Where's the ace? I said, it's in the middle. He said, pop your 20 down. I popped my 20 down. He took it, put it in his wallet because it was actually the 2 in the middle, the ace over here on the left and the 3 over here on the right. In this box, you'll receive all the special cards, a special wallet, and also 2 movie quality fake bills for your presentation. I also go through my entire presentation and handling and some little bonus ideas. Now at this point, I thought he might be up to something tricky. So he said, look, I'm going to make this as easy as I can for you. He said, the ace has got a value of 1. He said, so what we'll do, let's place that in position number 1. He said, the 2 has got a value of 2. He said, let's take that and we'll place that in position number 2. He said, the 3 has got a value of 3. We will place that in position number 3. Now at this point, he said, where's the ace? I said, position number 1. He said, pop your 20 down. I popped my 20 down. He showed me that 2 was in 1, 1 was in 2, and 3 was over here in position number 3. At that point, he took my 20 and he popped it in his wallet. So once again, he showed me the ace, the 2, and the 3. And he said, look, I can't be any simpler with this. The game can't be any simpler. He said, you've just got to tell me where the ace is. I'm going to mix the cards. And at that moment, I said, stop right there. I said, I will bet you right now I can tell you where that ace is. And he said, well, that's a very unusual bet. He said, but you know what? I'll take it. I put my 20 down. He said, where's the ace? I said, in this hand. He said, no, that's the 2. He said, the ace is actually over here in my right hand. And with that, he took my 20 and put it in his wallet. Now, here's the thing. I was actually $80 down at this point. And he said to me, it's up to you. You can leave now, or I've got a bet that you will not refuse. And I said, what's that? He said, if you bet $20 more and win, I'll give you your 80 back. Plus, I'll throw in 100 of my own. He said, what's more than that? I will get rid of one of these cards. He said, let's get rid of the 2. We're going to place it here, leaving us just the ace and the 3. Now at this point, he took the cards, placed one in his right hand, one in his left hand, and he said, where's the ace for the 20? I said, it's over here in your right hand. He said, are you sure? I said, yes. When he turned it over, that was the 2. The 3 was over here, and the ace was actually on the table. With that, he took the cards, took my $100, placed it all in his wallet, and he started to walk away. But I watched him as he walked away. But then he stopped, and he turned round to me and started walking back with a big smile on his face. And then he reached into his wallet, and he said, because you're an out-of-towner, I can't let you go away empty-handed. Why don't I leave you the cards? We'll leave you the 3 of clubs, the ace of diamonds, and the 2 of clubs. He said, you know what to do. And at that point, it just leaves me to say, does anyone want to bet 20 on finding the ace? My name's Peter Nardi, and this is the Grifter. So that is the Grifter.
I just saw Jamie's comment.
Yeah.
The bee is a great gag, and yeah, I love the bee. Oh, no, Jamie, there was a bee on the floor.
Hey. Let me see what is happening here.
If you don't know what this is, you should check out the vlog, because I'm talking comedy props now on there. Once every couple of weeks, I'll be doing some stuff for the Alakazam vlog on Wayne's Comedy Cave, and I'm bringing back Wayne's Wizarding Wonders.
Lovely.
On a Wednesday. Yes, I've got some bits here. I'm going to try and do some filming this afternoon, actually, and try and get that done. I can't say anything more about this, but I just want to say that I'm really looking forward to seeing our very own Martin Pierce this week, because me, Martin, his wife Robin, and another magician called Paul are all heading off somewhere to do something very, very special. But I can't say anything more than that at the moment.
And top secret.
It's kind of magic related, but it's not magic related. We're going as magicians. It's a big clue, but I can't say anything more than that. So I can't. Yeah, but very, very excited.
Nice. So Wayne.
Yes, sir.
Look what I found.
Look at that. That looks great. Can I just say a big thank you to Jack, who works for Craig Petty at Magic TV, for doing that image for us. He is great at this stuff, and I sent the pictures over and the images and the information over, and in literally 5 minutes he sent me that back, and I was like blown away with how cool it looks. Yes, that is our lineup for the gala show at the Newmarket Shindig.
Blooming good lineup.
It really is, and do you know what? I'm just overwhelmed by everyone's support for this. This is great. To think I'm going to have Craig Petty, Ryland Petty separately. Ryland's doing his new Orange Juice act, which is completely brand new. I've been really fortunate, and I've seen it on video. I've not seen it live, but I've seen it on video. And Craig asked me to have a little look at it, and I think it's the best thing Ryland's ever done, because when he did the Harry Potter act, he was great, but he was Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Whereas in this one, he's Ryland. And I think for the first time, people are going to see the real Ryland coming through. And he's going to be 12 in a few weeks' time. And he's getting to that age now where his personality is becoming more stronger on top of who he is. And I honestly think this is the best thing Ryland's ever done. I think it's very him. It's got a lot of his humour in it. It's very cool. It's very good magic. And it's a really well thought out and structured routine. So, and Craig's not in it, so man, that's got to be a bonus anytime. He had a dig earlier.
I think Craig is in it.
Craig's voice is in it, but you haven't got to look at him. So, you know what I mean? That's all he's done. No, it's great. It's really, really good. Matt and Craig are doing something together, which apparently is going to be pretty unique, which is awesome. Nemed Phoenix is going to steal the show. I truly believe that. He's going to be doing a routine that I've seen him do before that is worth coming down just for his routine. I'm not going to say what it is, but it's a comedy routine. It's a stage routine, and it's one of those routines where the audience knows what's going on, but the person on stage doesn't. And he nails it. His timing, his misdirection, his performance is a masterclass. Thomas Maloney's performing something new in the show, the brand new act that he's put together. Leah Evans is performing her Rubik's Cube stuff that she's known on Instagram for. And of course, Martin Pierce is just going to be knocking it out the park with his very commercial, very funny, very family orientated performance. So, yeah, really looking forward. And this is all part of the Newmarket Shindig.
It's going to be great. Really looking forward to it. It's going to be really good. The other thing is as well, we spoke about it for years and years and years and years. We are seriously looking at putting on an Alakazam convention next year. So obviously we'll keep all the Alakazam up to date if we finalise anything, but it's been something we've been talking about. Never got round to doing, purely because I am just too lazy.
I think it would be great for people, in Ashford as well, where people can come down. Ashford's so easy to get to especially with the train, no matter where you're coming from in the UK. If you get to London, everyone has to go to London anyway if they're coming by train, and then it's just one more train from there straight down. What is it, 35, 40 minutes from London?
Yeah, we're 37 minutes. Yeah, on the fast train.
And it's a beautiful town.
So we're gonna have a look. We're going to have a look at the venue that we usually have the Christmas party in, which I think is a great venue. Everything's there, food, drink. Accommodation, yeah. So we'll have a look there and see, but we'll give you more news as and when we have it. But yeah, let me see what else is happening. So, we will say as well, there is no Alakazam live next Tuesday because I'm away for a week. So there's no Alakazam live. But we have got another couple of trailers to play. So, shall I drop a trailer in?
Yeah, drop a trailer in.
Okay.
Which one's this one? I know which one this one is.
Do you?
I know which one it is. Yeah, I think I do.
What is it?
I'm drastically trying to think back to when before we went live and what we had on there. I think this one will be. Hold on. The first.
Let's bet on it. Let's bet on it. There's 2 trailers left.
Yeah, I'm trying to think what the last 2 are. I know I was going to say because we've had the convention one, which was the first one that you played earlier, and we've had Grifter. So I think no, because you could just press the other one. I think this.
I won't press the. I tell you what, we'll bet on it, right? I've got 2 buttons here that I could press. I'll tell you what they are.
This is the one from the other night.
The one from the other night.
Yeah.
How much do you want to bet?
I don't know, grand.
Yeah, unfortunately, it wasn't that one.
First drink at the Exonian. First drink at the Exonian.
Well, you've lost your first drink because it wasn't that one.
You can just press the other one.
Sorry, mate. Heads I win. Right, ladies and gentlemen, this is the legendary Mark Spellman with Block.
Hi, my name is Mark Spellman. Long before my performances on Britain's Got Talent and America's Got Talent, in actual fact, over 10 years prior to those performances, I was invited to appear on national and international television with one very special demonstration. This one effect has literally taken me around the world, and that one effect is this. Can you describe what is in that glass?
There are some long nails.
Have a look at these. Obviously, by the nature of what I do, people are very suspicious of me. Check them out, make sure they're real. Pretty good?
They're real.
Nice,
I've done this before.
Check it out, you'll see that it's a nail, yes. What I want you to do is take a look at that one for me. Go down there and get the nails examined for me, if you would, please. 3 nails in your hands, yes?
Yeah.
You're happy that those nails are real?
Yeah, they look like pretty, yeah.
Check them out, make sure they're real.
Yes.
A nail.
I was watching, okay,
Yeah.
a nail?
Right.
You're not going to stick it through anything,
No,
are you?
not through you.
All right. Oh,
Not
no,
through you.
you're going to do something.
I want you to take any one of the 3 nails out of the glass for me. Hand me any one of those nails. Watch, here's the idea. Look, they really are solid though, yeah?
Yeah.
Let's get it. It's a bit weird. All right, here we go.
No! Stop! Ah!
See, it goes inside the face, all right? Hand me the other one, hand me the other one. All right?
Dirty.
So it goes inside the face. Last one, Huey. That was going in one side there, look.
What are you doing?
Don't worry,
You
don't worry.
complete freak!
Whoa, whoa, whoa. All right, now I'll be really honest with you. This is the one that hurts. You're gonna feel this inside my head. You're gonna hold the clean end. You're gonna feel this. Hold still. You're holding the camera. Hold your hand out like this. And
You are kidding me.
Go, go,
no,
go,
you're
go, go,
kidding
go.
me. I'm not going to
That's
touch it.
Go. You're gonna feel this, right? You hold the clean end though. Okay. Good man. Just to feel that inside my head. You can feel that, yes?
That's pretty in there.
Hold still. Clean side, but watch. Just feel it. Yeah, you got it?
You're...
Hold on to it. Feel it.
No.
Oh, feels good. Right, you ready? Now you're actually gonna feel this inside my head. If I shake it like that, you can feel that inside my head, yes?
Oh,
you can feel
God,
that in there,
yeah, that's in there, man.
Right,
Damn.
Ready? Feel it.
I cannot.
Feel that inside my head, yes? Hold still. Oh.
No.
Oh, jeez, dude.
You're disgusting.
There can be no doubt the human blockhead created by Melvin Burkhart is one of the most shocking demonstrations you can perform, but equally one of the most dangerous. Despite the obvious dangerous aspects of performing the human blockhead, there is very little instruction or literature to date that explains how to perform it safely, when to perform it, and more importantly, when not to perform it. This download will explain in minute detail every single element about performing the human blockhead. I know the where, the why, and the when about performing the human blockhead. And on this download, I will share everything with you. Welcome to Block.
That's not magic, that's madness.
So that was Block. So everyone, thank you to everyone that joined us for the live launch of that download, which happened on Sunday evening. I enjoyed doing the live launch on a Sunday evening, actually.
It was quite nice. It looked much more relaxed. I liked. Mark's not shy at the camera at all, is he? He's very comfortable being in front of the camera, so
yeah,
he kind of like talks and fills in it all in. It's great. I really like, even though Blockhead isn't necessarily something I would perform, I'm really interested to watch the download on it, because I think he's going to give a lot of history, a lot of story behind it, and it's one of those things that, you know, and he actually said on the live launch, he loved when he was, you know, in Magic. He spent a couple of years ago, he started learning about quick change, even though he knew he'd never use it, just because he wanted to know and apply that knowledge. And I think this is the same. So even if it's not something you're ever going to do, I think this will still have benefit for you, because you can still learn a lot about the performance style and making the most of something and making it bigger than it actually is, etc. So I think it's got a lot of appeal for it. If you're studying Magic, you want to add another different thing. Maybe if you're never going to perform it, you can still learn something from the DVD or the download. Sorry.
Yeah, I do that. Even if you, I'm not sure actually. If you listen to my Desert Island Tricks as well, I'm sure that there's maybe one effect on there that I don't perform, but it would still go with it, because I like learning stuff. Now, whether that's physically learning it or just learning it, learning how it's done, to me, I find that very interesting. And I'm a big collector of method. That's what appeals to me, and I like knowing how things are done and the history and everything else. And that was one of the main reasons why this download was ever created, because if you want to perform that effect, or if you want to get information on it, it's very, very hard. It's all very sparse. It's, when I was looking it up before I started performing it, I think I went to Mark for advice when I was doing it, purely because everywhere I looked just said, get a nail and stick it up your nose. I mean, it was literally that. And you're thinking, well, no, come on, I want a bit more information. Joe Pollard says, coming from a circus and sideshow, I love the Blockhead. I personally only use it for certain situations, but it's lovely to see. And then it cuts off.
I do think.
Lovely to see an instructional video on how to do it safely. And the thing is, it's not. Well, I wouldn't say it was dangerous, but you still have to know how to do it. I personally perform Blockhead, but I would never do a standard smash and stab, because I don't trust myself to remember.
I think it's a bit like I remember when I was in Spain, we had a guy who used to do the razor blade in his mouth.
Yeah.
And he said the blades are sharp, but if you do it correctly, there's no danger to it.
Yeah.
Because you're not sliding it down your things. You might get a little nick here and there, but it's not dangerous.
I would say
treat it with respect.
Yeah, I would say the razor blades and the pins are probably more dangerous
Yeah.
than Blockhead, I would presume. So I just want to say as well, so big welcome to Joe as well. Tim Ward's here. Mark Brooks is here from Australia, I believe. So hello, Mark. Yeah.
It'd be really interesting, Pete, if anybody is a first-time viewer,
Yes.
drop it in the chat and say, hi, this is my first time watching, you know, and let us know where you're from. It's really interesting to see that kind of information. So,
Yeah.
you know, if you've not been on the live before, drop it in the chat and say, hi, this is so-and-so, I'm from so-and-so, this is my first time here. We'd love to say hello.
Yeah. The other thing I want to mention as well, so I just saw Jamie pop up earlier, and that is, how many of you, let us know in the chat, how many of you listen to Desert Island Tricks? Because I know we've got a huge listening base now, and it's growing week upon week upon week. And Jamie doesn't share them with me before they go out. So I know who's being recorded, and Jamie will ring up after and he'll say, you know, oh yeah, it was great, this was good, that was good. But he doesn't tell me what they chose, because I really enjoy listening to them. I listen to every single one, and I'm not only interested in what tricks they choose, but the reasons behind them always fascinate me, and they're always really interested. So yeah, let us know if you listen to Desert Island Tricks, because I sent an email out last week, because Jamie's now recording another one, which is called Stranded with a Stranger, and this is your chance to appear on an episode of Desert Island Tricks. And all you need to do is send in an email to sales@alakazam.co.uk with the title or the subject line saying My Desert Island Tricks, and then include a small or short biography of you, what you do, how you got into magic and everything else. Then you list out your 8 tricks, a reason for each trick, then one book and one non-magic item you use for magic. And I'll send that over to Jamie, and you'll be included on a future Stranded with a Stranger. And I sent out an email the other day just mentioning we're doing this, and we got a load of people sending their Desert Island Tricks. So that's something, because we can only do Stranded with a Stranger when we have people to talk about. So if you don't send it in, and we haven't got any, there isn't going to be one. But luckily we got quite a few of that email. But it's something, and I tell you what, it's a really interesting, it's a really interesting thing to do, to sit there and try and whittle. If you think about all the magic that you perform or that you know, and now you go, okay, well, I can only ever perform 8 tricks for the rest of my life. What will I choose? You know, it's a great exercise, because you find yourself with, you know, oh, is it going to be this or this? And then you start working out the pros and cons of both, and, you know, which one, why is this better than this one? And they don't have to be tricks that you currently perform. You might say, do you know what, I'd love to do David Copperfield's buzzsaw, and this is why. You know, and it's not to do with things that will help you get off the island, or, you know, I'm going to take Professor's Nightmare because I can use the rope to build a raft, and it's none of that. It's 8 tricks that you, if you had to choose 8, only 8 that you would ever perform for the rest of your life, which 8 would you choose?
Pete, before we go any further, I've just had through the magic communications devices, Jamie told me that he's just added a teaser trailer to the Vimeo account for the next one that you can share and show if you'd like to.
Oh, I don't know how I can do that. Vimeo or YouTube, Jamie? Let me have a quick look. It would be better if it was on YouTube.
I've just added a teaser video to the Vimeo he can show.
I don't think I've got access to
no.
Vimeo.
No, he just said YouTube.
Ah, YouTube I can. Hang on
Change
one
it to
second.
YouTube.
You what?
He just changed it to YouTube.
Okay, hang on.
While you're doing that, can I just do a shameless plug quickly?
No.
Okay, fair enough.
What is it?
I was going to tell about my new trick that I've got coming out.
Well, tell it to me. Tell it to me first, and then I'll let you know whether you can tell everyone else.
Okay. Well, before we do that, I was just going to say, because we did talk about it earlier, if you do want tickets to the Newmarket Shindig, they are available on my website, wgmagicshop.com. If you go there or drop me a message through Facebook, I'll send you the link. It's 20 quid for the day. We've got Martin Pierce and our very own Andy Smith from the shop doing lectures. Peter's going to be there. Craig Petty's going to be there. Oliver Tabor is turning up. He's coming down for the day. He's a great stage magician.
He's fantastic.
Hopefully John Carey might show his face. He normally pops along. And even though they're not specifically doing things like, you know, John, last year he came along, he wasn't there to do anything. He was just there as a like everybody else. He still got involved and was talking to people, showing tricks, etc., which is what it's all about. So if you do want to come along, go to the site wgmagicshop.com and go to the Shindig ticket page, and all the information, where it is, what time it is, everything is available there. Tickets are selling, so grab them while you can. It's fantastic.
Yeah. So
what I was going to plug was I've got this new trick called Metaphor coming out.
Yeah.
And it's a really nice trick. It's I'll show you one of the cards. I've got one of the cards here.
was this the thing you showed me before with that you can perform on up to 6 spectators?
Up to 6 spectators with just one card, and this will do 6 different revelations. Now, it's not one of those weird cards where it's got a 7 here and a jack here or whatever. It's just one card that you use to find 6 different chosen selected cards, up to 6 people. We've got additional routines by Chris Congreve on it as well. It's a great little packet trick, a packet of tricks. You get a full deck of 52 cards, so you can use it over and over again, and it is available now. Well, it's on pre-order now at wgmagicshop.com.
Is that the one where one prediction ends up being 6 reveals?
6 completely different reveals.
On one
6
prediction.
card on one prediction. I find their prediction, their prediction, their prediction, their prediction, their prediction. At the end, it looks like I can't find the last prediction. There's a little twist, little tiny twist at the end that gives you a killer final reveal, and they get an impossible souvenir to keep as well.
What's it called?
Oh, it's called Metaphor, META4, by me.
And where can you get it?
wgmagicshop.com. It's on the front page when you first go there. It's pre-order, so it's coming out on the 14th of October. It'll be available from the 14th of October, but if you order before the 1st of October, it will be sent out on the 2nd.
Brilliant.
So you can get it, pre-order it, get it before, it's a whole 2 weeks beforehand. Nice and easy.
Okay. I'd prefer it if you didn't say that on the.
Well, I won't mention it.
Don't mention that.
No,
right.
All right. Fair enough.
Okay, dokes. Right. So, I have got this teaser. I haven't seen it yet.
No. Well, nobody has, because he's. Oh, hold on. Oh, he put sorry me being dumb because he put Vimeo on, not YouTube. But yeah.
So, shall we do it?
This is exciting. Have we ever had a video played when nobody knows? It could just be Jamie there going, gotcha.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because
Right.
that is the kind of thing he would do.
So, shall we do it?
Press play. Let's have a look.
Here we go.
Well, some of these tricks, okay, they involve large props. Some of them you can carry on, but a lot of them, they're checked luggage. So you're telling me that I somehow escape miraculously, and so do all of the cases that I need for these 8 tricks?
Do you not have, like, dragon friends that could help out?
Well, if I did, they would not abandon me on the island. I would be leaving the island and returning back to my luxury cave in the valleys of Las Vegas. This is a scenario where I'm stranded on an island, yet somehow I have 8 of any tricks I could want. I've 8 of them that have miraculously arrived with me. Is that what we're talking about?
We shipped them over there for you. How about that?
Oh, you ship them?
Yeah, why not? Why
so
not?
you FedEx them to me?
Yes, there you go. Perfect.
Do you
Okay.
think the driver and I have one of those relationships that starts off frosty, but as the years go on, we sort of get to know each other and have like some sort of long growing mutual respect, and eventually you know, his like wife will get sick or something, and I'll see it in his eyes, and I'll say to him, "Hey, are you okay, buddy?" And he'll be like, "No, I'm really not." And he'll spill his guts, and I'll do one of these 8 tricks, and he'll be like, "Hey, that's incredible. I mean, I'm sure my wife is dead now, but that really was a good sponge bunny rabbit routine."
Ooh, cannot wait for that. So I will say, sorry, go on, mate.
That's this week, isn't it? It's this Friday.
Yeah. So, and I'm going to be on a plane, so I am going to download that and listen to it on the plane. So, I will say, recently, myself and Harry went to Magic Live. We went out there with our friends Noel Coulter and Roddy McGee, who have just released a trick actually called Little Holes. If you haven't seen it yet, go check it out. It's amazing. But we all went to see Piff's show, and it was hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. I mean, I've known John Vanderput for a lot of years. Obviously, we bought out his very first DVD back in the day, and I think that was the first time people got to see Piff the Magic Dragon, because there is a section on the DVD where Piff appears. But if you are going to Las Vegas, make sure you check out Piff's show, because we were in stitches all the way through, and I can quite happily say, without offending anyone, that was the best show we saw in Vegas. Yeah.
Can you believe looking back at like VDP and his DVDs and stuff, that one day he would make his living dressed as a dragon?
Yeah. I know. It's really weird because I think it all started with Penn and Teller Fool Us, didn't it? The whole Vegas thing. And his friendship, obviously, with Penn, because he's got a very good relationship with Penn. But that very first episode of Fool Us, the pilot, was like an Alakazam catalogue. It literally was. Every single performer on there were from the Alakazam stable. And all the tricks that were performed on there were a product that we had out. Incredible. That's great. Was. Yeah.
Jamie's just told me that on the podcast, he will explain where Piff comes from and how Piff came to life.
Oh, fantastic.
So that would be worth it just for that. Just to find out the history, you know. Again, I've never really met John. I saw John at conventions years back, but, you know, he was always very busy and, you know, he was lecturing or whatever. Never got to really speak to him, but he seems to be like a really lovely, lovely guy.
Yeah, well, he took us out for dinner after the show, and it was amazing just to sit down. He weren't in the costume for dinner, but we sat down and we just chatted. We were there for a couple of hours. It was lovely. It was lovely to catch up with him. And Sean, we will love to see you in the shop. Absolutely love it. So make sure you pop in. We'll have a cup of tea waiting for you, as we do in Great Britain.
If you are planning to visit the shop, it's always worth just contacting us first, though. The shop is only open on Saturdays on the last Saturday of the month. So if you're planning on coming down and you're making it a Saturday, it's only the last Saturday of the month, 10 till 2 that it's open. But it is open from 9:30 till 4:30 most days, every day,
Monday to Friday.
Unless there's something major happening. But yeah, Andy's usually always there, or Emma. But yeah, let us know. Come down. We'd love to see you and say hello. And it's good tea as well. It's good tea.
Lee said, did Mr. Piffles join you for dinner? He didn't, but we were actually, while Piff was taking photographs with the audience, he sent us up to his dressing room. So we're sitting in his dressing room, and there was Piff and a load of Piff buddies walking about. Yeah.
I don't know why, but I can imagine backstage and that at the Piff show, it's a lot of fun. People are, it's a fun environment.
Yeah, it was great. It was just a really well-structured show. John's very funny, very edgy, but very funny, very funny. I mean, yeah, Harry was laughing all the way through, and yeah, it was really good, really good. But I'm really looking forward to, and that's, I think, if I'm not mistaken, even though this is a podcast, I think this is a video one as well. So you can watch the full episode on YouTube, I believe.
Nice.
When it goes live. So, yeah, absolutely brilliant. So I want to thank John for spending the time doing that. And we've got another big name, I think, maybe big name to the general public, maybe not such a big name in the magic circles. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Yeah, coming up. Someone I'm really interested in. There's someone the public will know, and someone magicians will know, but maybe not know they're a magician.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
I think I know who you're talking about. Yes.
Yeah. So that's coming up soon as well.
Is that an American as well?
Pardon?
Is he an American?
No.
Oh, I don't know then. I was thinking of the guy from Cheers. Was it Cheers? Or Fraser?
Who's
or
that?
Friends? There's that guy, I can't think of his name, he's American, and he's a magician, but he got himself a job on a TV show and then became a major part of the show.
Oh, not the one who played Doogie Howser.
No. He'd be a good one to. He loves magic. He'd be a great one to get. That's Neil Patrick Harris. He'd be a good one to get. No, he was into magic.
Neil Patrick Harris, that's it. Yeah.
Neil Patrick Harris. Yeah.
Yeah.
He was on. It was like Friends or Frasier or one of those American sitcoms. And then he became a major character in the show, and he became a major star.
Oh no, I know who you're talking about. No, not him. An older gentleman.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm asking you.
Oh, well, he would be now. He was younger then.
Right, I've got no idea, but it's not him. No, this guy's current.
Oh.
I'll tell you in a minute.
And they don't know who he's a magician. That sounds very interesting.
So, Stan said, where is the new elite coin set in your shop? If you're talking about Trebloon, it is not released yet.
We've had a few people ask us on the chat if a product, we've got it in but it hasn't been released yet, we don't stick it up on the site to tease you with it. Once it goes live, then you can buy it and it'll be visible on the shop. But we don't just have stuff up there unless it's a pre-order and you can pre-order it. We don't put it live so you can see it until it's ready to go. And that should be coming out soon, isn't it?
Probably a month or so. Yeah, we've got October coming up. So, sorry, mate.
In time for Christmas.
Yeah, in time for Christmas. But we got October coming up. So early October, we've got 2 or 3 Halloween type spooky-ish effects coming up. And then November we'll get back into the Christmas stuff. So anyway, we've got one more trailer to play. I won't bet you with this one. You've already lost a fortune. So
actually, Spellman was the one I thought it was going to be. When I said the other night, I meant
Yeah, no, I know what you meant, and
I'm trying to think what this one could be.
that was sort of I done that as a what they call it when you
Pity play,
a what?
sympathy, out of sympathy.
Yeah, no, not sympathy. You know when you entice them in so they bet bigger.
Oh, okay.
Right.
I don't think what this one is.
So here we go. Let's take a look at this, then we'll come back to say our goodbyes.
Hi everyone, Ian Bailey here, back with a new release, and this time it's a card trick with a difference. Here's what happens. 2 cards are selected. The first person, you're able to guess their card with no fishing whatsoever.
It's either a 6 or a 7. 7 of diamonds?
Yeah? Brilliant.
Okay, right, so now we'll try your card. All right. Rather than guessing your card, I'm going to try and find your card.
The second person's card you claim to be able to find. However, rather than finding the 2 of spades, you accidentally find the 3 of spades. In order to rectify the situation, you hold the card up and pull off a miniature spade out of the playing card. Meaning that rather than now holding the 3 of spades, you're magically holding the 2 of spades.
You was close. It's close, okay.
Yeah.
What was the card?
2 of spades.
2 of spades?
Yeah.
So 1 too many spades is what I'm saying. Okay, watch this. We could pull a spade off the pack. Off the card, which means rather than 3, we're now looking at the 2.
Oh my god, that is so good.
It means rather than the 3, I'm actually now holding
Oh my
the
god.
2. Which is great.
Not only that, but once you shake the sand off the spade, it reveals an engraving of the first person's selected card, the 7 of diamonds.
If I brush off some sand, you might be able to see
Oh my god,
actually
yeah.
engraved on the spade.
Best of all, the trick is easy to do. There is no palming, the gimmick is self-contained, and it can work with any brand of playing card.
Okay, get them clapping as well.
This is my favourite card trick to perform. I know you're going to love it. It's called Dig It by me, Ian Bailey.
So that is Dig It by Ian Bailey. That's in stock now. So we're going to be wrapping this up, Wayne, because I know we've both got stuff to do. But I will say, Roy Smith said, forgot to ask, is there a TTT this year? There's not a TTT this year, but there is a special Halloween lecture by Jamie Dawes, or a mini TTT, if you will. But it's exclusively, as far as I'm aware, if Jamie's watching, he can correct me if I'm wrong. But as far as I'm aware, it's going to be exclusively for Alakazam Unlimited members, and it's included within your $4.99 subscription. So nothing extra to pay. Part of your $4.99. If I've got this wrong, Jamie, let me know.
I've got the chat box open so I can see if he replies.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's online now.
He is. I'll see if he responds. So, another great week we've had here at Alakazam. And right, here we go. TTT 8 is an unlimited studio live. That means all subscribers to Unlimited will be able to access it. We're going to live stream it directly into the Unlimited platform. More details will be available soon. And we've also got a very special Halloween week happening on Unlimited. And Jamie, our master of the macabre, has been arranging all of that. And he did actually say to me, because he's down tomorrow, because Wednesdays are our social media, that's the day we film the vlogs and everything else. But Jamie said to me that he was going to be coming in and decorating the studio tomorrow. With getting it ready for Halloween and the TTT and everything else. So I'm really looking forward to that. Mark Brooks says, I need to subscribe. If you want to watch it, you need to subscribe to Unlimited, but it will be part and parcel of your $4.99. And Jamie puts, Unlimited members get a spooky trick every day on the lead up to Halloween. How cool is that?
Very, very cool. Quick thought.
Yeah.
Is there going to be a live in 2 weeks' time? Because that's the day we're going to be travelling up to the Exonian.
Oh, probably isn't. No. No, not probably isn't. Definitely isn't. So we're going to be gone for 2 weeks.
So what we should do, and I can do it as well, is if you're not going to be at the Exonian, keep an eye on the Facebook page, because we'll take lots of pictures and little videos and post them up onto the socials so we can see where we are and what we're doing.
Yeah. Brilliant.
Do that.
Yeah,
so
cool.
Even though it won't be live, there'll be additional content going up. You better watch it on the socials, and we'll stick them up. That should work.
Brilliant. Right.
But if you're in the area, come and say hello.
Cool. Right. So with that, we will wrap up the live. So thank you everyone for watching. And we will see you in 3 weeks' time.
2 weeks' time. Yeah, 3 weeks.
Not
time.
next Tuesday, not the Tuesday after, but the Tuesday after that.
Yeah, that should be, I think it's if I'm right, it's the 15th.
Okay, and I believe there's an academy happening on the 1st of October. I'm not going to be here, but there is an academy, I believe. Keep your eye out on the website. And let us know what you think of the new site and the layout. And if you come across any glitches, please let us know. But thank you very much for being part of the Alakazam. Thank you to Wayne for being my co-host. And we will see you hopefully at the Exonian. Otherwise, we'll see you in 3 weeks.
See you then. Bye for now.